Where the power? President Gay, via Yatty, this again. I say, oh, me, Amurai, and by doing you, I'm of my trade, when roll on it goes away. Alazaibo, that Gianna, we say you. Papa Mora, get me up when anywhere, Momba Sivole. L'arrangeur national, c'est trop fort. We are glad that we want by say so where that you are. I want Saibo. There be you. Do a web you go back for Monyo. Papa Yengita, petit, brother Fessoni. Kaidaka. Bena Paya Posa go, Mambo Panyago. Apollo Akaway. One was a young café. We have for them one money upper clay you can. None your see one. What's the matter to your way at me on your one? Emo Nesetoka. With this one for where they have it. Go on, yeah, I can't salute. Tu ojata triyo pe atinyo de won e mo o nese to kan na pwesi zo boko ke we de yeble ko ya kanike na kon kete yan be wewen na yan sa fe bi ane e ya jo wale ya le du boja we yesu ga kete wa kan tayo bokan dia ayi we na o sai bobo da ji anu anda wi se yi wo ba I want to yoke like my need that boy. Yes, I'm going to buy the good mwege. Hey, Imo, am I gay? What I want, I guess me, I'm going to end it the boy. Oh, Say, Bobo, that Giano, and I will you. So, like it, I'm going to never boy. Netoni and Rayo. You Obo Greg just say, oh yeah, I'm a walking labor. Kaidaka, when it goes to a popular net, you don't know halfway. I just know. This is what I say. Saibo, yeah. You like do I name one by one name on tele by Potamu, Kanyada. Planning Papa, Pinagasia, Baka on Lage, the Buesi, the BSC, baby. There's no yes, you can up one. There was a ball, was a dressy, Mambo, Balibo, that Giano, and I will say you over. I will. Saibo. In back to a black guy, do it so say. I just want to lay a bat to an apple, you see you okay. Wait, you, Ivo, Saibo, and they didn't go from where John B. On the Kriana walk like a bad day, they know. It was a was when you're naturally thankful to play. Say, Bobo, that Giano, and I will say you over. I'm done it. Where are you? So up away. I know Russell, K. Bear Russell. South Africa, your fault, your way. And you're for you, won't walk there and my one. I'm the Pope and Yahoo. Don't finish it, I say, oh, Claudio. Say, if I can work, we are coming. Say, Bobo, that Giano, and I will say you over. Our papers were removed in this room. Pamuka, the man get daughter, Siko Bala. Pabojo was it. They was a do so looking. Say, I say, oh, my, you know. Can one day, yeah. Your family, you're the Monday now. Everyone, I say, oh, my, I'm more down. Saibo that Giano and I will say you. I wish a rodeo, my something you went. Saibo, c'est maillot. That was the yassi also mon beau. Panye. Amora junior la c'est.
Alors, il a fait un son pour Mobile Production.
Arrangé Eric Glodé. Le don de Dieu pour la musique de l'Ouest. Je te détesterai jamais. Jamais, jamais, au grand jamais. Mobile Production. Abia dia au bois. Amounia Dro. Moi, to pierre. Moye, Pierre, moye. Moye, Pierre, moye. Ato Pierre dia wele. Pierre, moye. Ah, Pierre, we. Ndato Pierre se prononcé. Ato Pierre dia wele. Akosia o. Moye, Pierre, moye. Mosa bosa iko moye. Pierre di mo wele. Mandoye mo. Ah, Pierre di mo wele. Mandoye mo. Eh, Pierre we. Ah, dia wele. Pierre moye. La poche yo ji a were. So no juni emble. Mo ble amado let's play. Jamone chi bayone ne. Mo waja chi bayone ne. Ja ble woni na kanyo po. Sia bu jena de kanyo. Kanyo de ko de se perdu de ya. Piero mo moye. Piero mo moye. Piero mo moye. Ogarwa oyawesa. Moye jiblo no piyon boba. Derbono. Ma boye ble Piero we. Piero mo moye. Mon blé production. Copier mon blé production. Asa o clano. Ya o agelo mo lo koje. Piero mo moye. Piero mo moye. Piero mo moye. Erico na Piero moye. Ah, Jean-Luc na Piero moye. Ah, to Piero moye. Piero moye. Ah, nous avons moins. Vive plan avons moins. Ah, nous avons moins. Piero we. Ah, Piero nous avons moins. Piero we. Ah, Piero moye. Piero moye. Gayo pa de we, nembo kango. Ah, jiji.
Nyosozali koloba ba ebisinga. Nyosozali koloba na bato ba ebisinga.
Kata uyanweka o.
Olobi tenga na lingi yote. Olobi tenga na neglige yo. Alors que tovandinga na yo mingi mama. Okolisi nganga pe na kolisi yo. Tokoli elongo tango ya mpasi. Oye mama mwe tumbelanga. Oye oh mama mwe tumba. Oye mama mwe tumba. Tout ce que tu as dit sur moi.
Ah yes.
Et avec ça j'ai eu des enfants avec toi. Oye mama
Samson, folks. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Let's have fun together. We want to welcome all of you that are tuning in. We've been away for what, 2 shows? But that's okay. We're trying to fix some stuff here. Nathaniel Crabpoint and Alfonso, they're helping me to fix my thing. Welcome, my brothers and sisters. Welcome on LIBERIA Public Radio. Let's have fun together this evening. Those of you that are just joining us the first time, we say thank you very much. Those of you that are staying with us, we say thank you as well. It's going to be a very interesting show tonight. As usual, I try to stay away from politics and what have you, but I think I'm going to get involved tonight because this is a very important issue that I want to discuss tonight. It's becoming a repeating situation in Liberia that I think at this time, I get out of my engineering business. I into politics tonight. All the way. Bring it on and let's discuss it. Safety, folks. This coming summer, I'm going to do my best to continue to enlighten you about safety issue. What do you do in case of an accident? How do you survive in case of catastrophe that perhaps you have no control over? But whatever you can do, God is there. God is going to be guiding you. God is going to be helping you. But you also have to put some effort in it. And these are the little effort that Samson told the liberal progressive going to be showing from time to time. I'm not going to discuss road tonight. I wish I could do that because my friend is here, Mr. Victor Smith. Welcome to Liberia Public. Did I say Liberia? Well, yeah, we own America. Mr. Victor Smith, seriously, welcome, my brother. We really, really appreciate the effort you give us there. You put in for us to go to Liberia the last time. We appreciate it, Chief, and we'll continue to praise you because I think if people know better, they got to get Victor Smith. And Mr. Smith, like you always say, Samson told, you're supposed to thank God you know Victor Smith. Because it's a blessing to know Victor Smith, he said. And which, of course, they say, Victor, welcome, my brother. Thank you very much. Let me go on. I'm going to be discussing some issues here tonight that are very somehow sensitive or whatever you want to call it. That's fine with me. But before I go on, let's do a little safety issue here, folks. Car. By this time, you should know that you have to have flashlight. Not have to, but you should have flashlight in your car, water with you, and a blanket shoe in case of accident. One of the things that I keep pushing when I talk about these things, the distance between off ramps, 3 miles, most of the time, not all of the times. Because sometimes if you get to a highway, there's a hill and something like that. So they say, okay, we'll put it right here. But most of the time, 3 miles. But anyway, so to walk 3 miles is not easy stuff. And these people highway, not like in Liberia, where I can turn around in total and come back to Tabata. It's not like that. Once you hit the road, unless you have an emergency, you cannot turn around in any one of the opening that you found in the wall or you found in a guardrail or whatever. So you have to be very careful. So this is some of the reason why I'm telling you to make sure you have water with you. Okay, safety. Take care of your car and your car will take care of you. This is a very serious business here tonight. Welcome. Let's start. Quite recently, I was reading an article, I believe it was from Daily Observer or I think a Daily Observer, where it's a restaurant, bar, restaurant, whatever it is, owned by Lebanese in Liberia. And they were turning single black women away, where they were allowing, according to the story now, where they were allowing white women single. Well, what is the definition of single? According to their people, a woman that is walking in without a man escort. How degrading. How degrading you want to make our situation. You stupid, eh? Yeah, man. You made me vet. You stupid, eh? A woman in Liberia, she can't walk by herself. What made you think you crazy so? By the way, let me calm down. Okay. Take a deep breath. Okay. Seriously. So they started turning away young black ladies from going to the restaurant or the bar because they said there was no male escort owned by Lebanese. Now, let me take you back. But this is, I laugh about it now, but this is a very serious business. It's a very serious business. Okay. Before I go on, let me quickly recognize few people that perhaps are watching. Chloe Remy and Blame Alice, we want to say thank you very much for joining us. We say thank you. Welcome to America. We'll do the best we can here to make sure people know what you guys are about and what you're about to do. We'll continue to work here on Liberian Public Radio. I know very shortly you guys are going to be having a concert over there in the Midwest. So we wish you luck. But we'll do what we can here to make sure people know about this concert. Let me go back to my story. So the Lebanese, I was born in Total, not Monrovia. But when I came to Monrovia on a serious business, when I came to Monrovia, growing up in the barracks, okay, the Lebanese were always in charge. So we used to, as a little kid, young kid, maybe 5, 6 years old. We used to run around with our finger to the nose and blowing, and they would get angry and chase us around. Well, we thought it was fun. So the Lebanese has been around Liberia for a very long time. Growing up in Town, there was a guy, a Lebanese guy, owned a store in Town, 9 store. Okay, he has his little brother was there with him. He was older than us, but we could joke around. So the Lebanese and the Liberians are intertwined. There's no way that you're going to separate us. But let me take you back. So when I was in Monrovia growing up, I have no clue about politics. All I did was go to GW Gissing. My mom would go and sell beer bottle. Those of you that was growing up those days, my mom used to go and collect Henneken bottles, wash them, and stock them up in a case. The beer factory would give them cases, so they come and stock them up in a case, and then they would go and sell them. $2 a case, but the bottle has to be clean. So one of the things my mom would do when she collects all these bottles, she would bring them, take Chatter, Texas, bring them to the barracks, and then she would ask me to go clean the bottle. And I'll tell her, look at my finger. I said, look at somebody I will be cleaning bottle. But then when she's done with the bottle, after selling, she would take that money, buy me uniform. At that time, people used to wear Oreo. Go to Oreo store, buy me nice Oreo sneakers, uniform, GW Gissing uniform, which used to be blue and white at the time, and we'll go to school. But it didn't mean anything to me because I thought that's a job. It never even bothered me. But here's what I used to do those days. I have no clue about politics. I have a few friends. We all from the barracks. And then when we're ready, we cut class and go to Roxy Cinema. And when you get into Roxy, because Roxy downstairs, they have no air condition. So if you stay downstairs Roxy for 2 shows, your clothes will be wet. So what would you used to do when we come in, we look at the bowl, because they used to have the bowl outside of the cinema, in front of the cinema, right there on Broad Street. So we'll go and view the bowl. We know what the movie was. So the first movie, they would say first movie, second movie, they have that on the bowl. So we'll go in, you take on your shirt, sucking your 5-cent orange, and you're whipping the cigarette shirt around yourself to cool you off. Making like you're just coming and you go in. Say, where your ticket? What do you mean, what ticket? I just coming from there. You see me hard like this. They say, what my ticket? What's wrong with you? What kind of plan are you looking for? So I come in paying my money. How much was it those days? 25 cents to enter Roxy Cinema downstairs. 25 cents. Samson, I don't even have 5 cents to give this man. So this is the kind of thing that I used to do. Go to the movie, from there go back home. And what have you. Then as time, age started catching up, my mom said, you know what, I'm leaving. I'm not going to stay in Monrovia because of you. You're man, you take care of yourself. Well, of course, it forced me to go back to Monrovia. Total. I came back to Monrovia. But when I came back the second time, I had to do most of the thing for myself. So I started paying attention. I started working for, folks, the story I'm telling you, I'm going to tie it to this nonsense that I read today. It really got to me. It got to me. And I will also tell you, I will bring you back to 1980, April 13. I will bring you back to that. If you don't want to listen to it, then you better put stop to this nonsense that is happening in Liberia. Because there's no reason for our sisters to be treated like that. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Samson told Liberian PUBLIRADIO. So, folks, okay. So when I was working for this store, Lucky Store, where the guy were there to sell shoes, I was a store boy. So I remember one day the guy sent me down Waterside to go get food for him. How much was I making at the time? I think I was making $36 a month, which is a lot of money. In fact, one of the arrangements I had with him was, look, whatever it is, the $36, give me every month, give me shoes, and then I'll use the other one to go down to Waterside because I used to like dressing. Because why? EJ Raw. You cannot catch me not going to EJ Raw. But before you go to EJ Raw, you got to look suitable, Zute, all ready to go. So that was the arrangement I had with the guy. But I was doing good. So the guy used to pay me in shoes and the rest give me cash. Then I go and buy bare balance clothes, polyester. I'm giving you my age now. So go back. Go back. What year was this thing? And so we used to wear platform shoes. I'm telling you right now, you can say, oh, the man 80 years old. I don't care. I'm telling you why I have to give my age away this afternoon, because this is just ridiculous. When do we learn? When do we learn to say these kinds of behavior are no longer going to be tolerable from these people? They're supposed to be our brothers and sisters. You Lebanese men, some of you were born in Liberia. Why are you treating us like this? This is not South Africa. And you want to be citizen of Republic of Liberia? Can you imagine? Please give me a break. Samson. By the way, so this guy sent me down Waterside one afternoon, because he used to live down Waterside. So I went to his brother's house to get food and bring the food for him. So as I was coming, okay, I took Rana Street, got to Getty Street or something. No, not Getty Street, Benson Street. I made a left, went past this other building. I've been out of there for quite a long, but it used to be a hotel, Holiday Inn. I passed it and I started going. Then when I turned to my left, people were making all this noise from the Center Street supermarket. So I said, let me go. What's going on? I got there, folks. True story. True story. There was a guy. I told you this story before, but it's very important now that I tell it again. Okay? Because these things have to stop. These things have to stop. Okay? Lebanese man, you did all your LPA on us. That's fine. You can take the money. That's okay. Go build Beirut. That's fine. That's okay. Because we let you do business with us. So it's business. If we don't want to do business, we'll go somewhere else. But that's okay. But when you start insulting the citizenry of Republic of Liberia, then it becomes ridiculous, and some of us will speak out. And then you say, Mr. Toad, nobody's listening to you. That's fine. You don't have to listen to me. I have the platform. I will utilize it to the best. So anyway, I walk over to the supermarket, and then come to find out some young kid lying on the floor, dead. His name, those of you that are a little bit older, those of you that have been following Liberian history, you will understand. His name was Weri. That's the only name that I know. Weri. Okay? I believe this was 1976. I'm giving my age away, so I don't care. And I'm not going to mark it again anyway. So, but anyway, how does this young man die? Sad story. Two young Lebanese guys are in the store. So they say this young man took candy, peppermint candy, and they tried to take the candies from his mouth, and he refused. They knocked him down. Guess how they took the candies from the mouth? They used it. You know what umbrella, the one you use to cover yourself when it's raining? They spear the tip of it. They use it to poke his throat. If goes research, if I'm lying, say so. They killed him. 2 Lebanese young people killed him in Liberia. But that case hurt many Liberians. They were very hurt. But what can we do? Nothing. These are some of the things that led to the overthrow of the Tava government. I'm telling you right now. And some of us that grew up places like Toad Town, where the seat of Two-Way Party treated our people so badly that the image of people kneeling down on the rock still stuck to my mind today, as old as I am. And I'm going to be telling this story to my kids as well. In my own town, Toad Town. So what did they do? They put these 2 Lebanese people to jail. A month later, the story was that these people escaped to go to Beirut. These two Lebanese guys. The story that came up later, and I'm telling you right now, this is how I'm going to connect it to April 13th. The story that came up later. Jean A. Pierre, who was then struggling at the time before that to try to put Dr. Formula on trial, and I will do Formula trial again. These kinds of stuff have to stop. If you guys don't stop it, we will continue to dig up this history and talk about them. Because these are kinds of stuff that continue to drain us down as a people. So they said Jean A. Pierre took money from these Lebanese people and let them out of jail. This is, say Samson told say, this is one of the reasons why when they arrested Jean A. Pierre, this was his crime that he committed according to the PRC. I know more. Don't ask me how. I'm not going to tell you how. My name is Samson Toll from Toll Town. I don't care what he say. Okay? So, what happened? The Kilberry. There was another incident. Now, this one is a little bit different. See, Benson Street, right there off how do you call it? Holiday Inn. The Holiday Inn manager came from upstairs with a bunch of money. So this young man, I believe they said he was basketball, ran and grabbed the money from him and started running. The guy pulled up a pistol. I was not too far from the scene. Shot the boy. The boy started limping and ran. At that time, they have those Zingra houses by, I don't call it Holiday Inn. The boy started limping and ran to this place. Fell down. The man came, the Lebanese man came, stood over him and shot him in the head. These are things that were happening in Liberia. And I bet you there are many Liberians that can also tell their Lebanese people's story in Liberia. Okay? Now, this what I'm telling you is not unique to Lebanese alone. Okay? There are other foreigners. They stay in Liberia for so many years. We consider them our own brothers and sisters. But when they're ready to treat us like we're strangers in our own country. Why is that? Why is that? Because we prefer to put other people ahead of ourselves. We saw the video recently about a young man being brutalized on the farm because he was carrying palm nut. The palm nut sounds into him caught for nothing. The people were beating him up. And the sad thing now is most of the people that are in the government, I told you, I promised myself not to do politics. But when these kinds of incidents happen, when I read about them, I have to talk about it. I just not going to be quiet. Even though I said I wasn't going to do politics, but I am a political junkie. So I follow these things daily. Okay? So what happened? The people decided the Lebanese people have a restaurant, and they're going to say black women that are not being escorted by men, they can't enter. Only white women, single white women, no man you can enter. What makes you think that you're in Liberia to create law? What is this? When I was leaving the last time, I tried to stay away from politics. But when I went to Liberia, this incident, this type of behavior got me so upset. I made a video. I tried to interview Lebanese store owners, Indian store owner. They refused to talk to me. I have the video, and I'll pull it up one day. I think this is about the time set that I need to put that up. Hopefully, my next show, I will bring that in. I will discuss that. Okay? So what do? You come into Liberia. Liberian welcome you. Liberian work for you almost for free. Some of the money you took from Liberia, you built Beirut. Nobody questioned that. You work hard for your money. That's fine. But go to Liberia right now and see the young people selling in the street. Same age. See the other side, Lebanese man in the store. When they go to bank, according to, I will tell you these things here now. I try to be quiet, but I guess people were not ready to be quiet. So I'm going to say it. There was a gentleman selling. I bought 3 bags from, because I was bringing bags for my sister, my kids. Okay. So if I wanted to think, let me just point it out quickly. Bag from Liberia, book bag from Liberia, much stronger than a bag here, SAMSON told say. By the way, let me get back to the story. So I said, what is going on? We started passing by Indian store, Lebanese store. And then the next thing, all this huge area, right down in Vietown. Okay? They have the huge area where African, Liberians were selling in the street. So I look at the situation. I said, okay, I'm gonna interview this guy. One of the guys that I was gonna buy the stuff from. So I decided to talk to him, and I asked him what was going on. He said, "Sir, we sell this bag for things like $20, $21 or so. But here's the story behind that. He said we go out, the Fuller people and the Lebanese continue to do this to us. We're complaining, nobody's listening. So a Lebanese man or the Fuller man will go to China, buy these things, buy these bags. Maybe he paid like $9, $10. He brings it to Liberia. When he gets to Liberia, he decided he's going to sell it to his brother, his cousin that just coming, so that he can start a business. So they sell those bags that he paid $10 for to his cousin for $12. So he made $2 profit. The cousin, then they tell the cousin, sell it to the people in the street for $19, $20. And then you use that profit to start your own business. I got the video. I have the video. When the boy was telling me, as I was standing there, the sun was so hot, but I was so upset, I didn't care. They were offering me water. I said, I don't want water. No umbrella. Let me stay here and continue to sweat. I have the video, and I'm going to play it. So he said, after that, this man will sell this thing to us for $19, $20. One bag. Then we go take this bag to the street and try to sell it $21, $22 so we can make some profit as well. But guess what? The Lebanese man, the Fuller man who just sold the bag to us for $19, $20, he will go and sell it in his own store for $16. So the Liberians or those who want to go to that store and purchase, and here we are. Look around here, he says, these are all leftover because I can't sell them cheaper than what I pay for. So I said, okay, but why can't you do it yourself? He said, the loan. He said, when you go to the bank to get the loan, first thing they want from you, they want you to own a house. Look at me. Do I look at somebody capable of owning a house? They will not give it to me. They will not give me the loan. So I said, but why can't you use the material that you have already as a collateral so that the bank will look at it? For example, all of these things sitting, I said, all of these things sitting there, they're more than $2,000. He said, exactly. I will take all my inventory and go to the bank and say, I have inventory, but the material that I have worth over $2,000. I want $2,000 cash. He said, no. But when a Fuller man go, they let him borrow. When Lebanese men go, they let him borrow. And that's why we're in the street. Because where do we go? We don't want to be in the street causing trouble. So immediately what he did, he pointed out to another section. He said, look over there. When I look down on the other side, right down Vietown, when I look, I saw these people carrying crates of boxes, these young people. So I went there. I wanted to ask them. But then I thought to myself, no. These people, if they whip me here today, there's nobody to defend me. I'm not going to go and ask questions. They're working. They're making living. Let me leave it as that. So, but I'll turn to these Lebanese people and the Indian people and ask them. The first store I went to, he said, I can't speak English. telling me, oh, I can't speak English. I said, but you just told me you can't speak. He said, yeah, but I said, I can't speak English. So talk to one of my store boy. So I went to the man said, well, I don't know what to tell you. I said, okay. I left. About 4 or 5 stores we did that. The second store I went to, the guy said, talk to this guy here. So the man came to me. He said, sir, I don't mean to be rude, but I live in this place. This is where I work. If the man who owns the store will not come and answer your question, do you want me to come and tell you what you want to hear? And then when you leave, the man fire me. Where do I go? So please, I respect you. I'm not going to answer or say anything to you. I said, thank you. I started going from store to store. All of these Lebanese men and Indian people refused to talk to me. There was one store, a pharmacy, an Indian guy willing to talk to me, but off record. I have the video. These are not things that you do in a country and then out of a sudden you want to be citizen. When I was going to Liberia on a plane, it was Brussels Air, because I met a guy in Brussels Air going all the way. So when we got to Freetown, by that time we started having conversation and stuff that what I was doing, where I'm coming from, and all that. So he himself, 45 years old, born in Liberia, Indian guy. Then he started speaking real Liberian English. He said, "Man, where you think I will go? I got nowhere else to go. This is the only country that I know. But people don't want me to be citizen." So I said, but why you think they don't want you to be? Well, some people believe that because I got money, if I become citizen, I'll just buy their land, own the country. So why would they not make me citizen? I can't go to India. I can go to India and buy goods and bring it back. My brother live in Ivory Coast because of the citizen stuff. He live in Guinea, because of the citizen stuff, but he's not citizen of Guinea. Myself, I'm thinking about going to Guinea. And then I started thinking to myself, these are the kind of argument that I was listening to some 40 years ago. The same argument is there. These are some of the reasons. Because we feel, some of us, not just the Lebanese, any human being, some of us feel that if we have money, we're superior. Lie. You ain't nothing. You might have the opportunity to get money, but that doesn't mean you're superior. And that doesn't mean the person who's broke is inferior to you. Don't even argue that. Why is it that we can't see things within ourselves? That in Liberia at this time, in Liberia, that you will have young women going to a restaurant and people refuse to serve, to let them enter. They have security guard, Liberian security guard. They have them, and they're saying you can't enter because no male escort. Let me address that. Women are our wives, are our sisters, our mother. They are not anybody's slaves. In fact, some women are smarter, way smarter than Samson too. Let me tell you right now. In fact, some women are so powerful. They can say, Samson too, jump, and I'll say, how high? So you can't say because the girls, they have their own money. They work for the money. And they're going to pay. They were not there to free law. They're going to pay and eat. But then you refuse them. And guess what? A minister, a woman, went to the place and shut them down. According to the story, the place is shut down. And I said, let it remain shut until they have the decency and God-fearing heart to apologize to our sisters. But then again, I'm going to go deeper here tonight. I'm going to go deeper. And there's a reason. because these things turn to transfer to other behavior. Why you think? Why it is this that these Lebanese people have no respect for our sisters? Why? I wonder why. Let me show you something here quickly. Yes, we go. I wonder why. Why is it that our sisters will be treated the way the kind of treatment they got from the Lebanese people? Think about it. Politics. I'm not shying away from that one tonight. I'm all in it. Okay. So the reason, my opinion now. Now it's time for Bloku to offer his. Oh, did I say Bloku? I haven't called that name for a very long time because I can't call myself Bloku when I'm talking about road and road construction and road design. But when I get into politics, then I'm a liberal progressive Bloku. I'm not afraid to say. But anyway, why? Why is thing? Now I'm gonna offer my opinion. I'm entitled to it. I have an opinion, so I'm entitled to it. Let's go back to the way we treat our own. Okay? Let's go back to the way we treat our own women, our sisters in the community. We have no respect for them. We talk to them any old way because we sit behind a computer at night or in a day and just say whatever comes to mind, right? Whatever comes to mind about our sisters, about our mother, wives. Because why? You think you are man. Go on social media and see the way Liberian address women from our community. What is that? So let me go a little bit deeper. Let me go a little bit deeper tonight. And like I said, I'm trying to my best to stay away from these kinds of conversation because they're not helpful. I know that they're not helpful, but when these kinds of things continue to creep up, it's my duty as a Liberian. Did I say duty? Yes, I say so. To bring these things to light, to talk about them. So let's talk about it. During the war, you tell me, among the citizens of the Republic of Liberia, which group, in your opinion, suffers the most? Okay? Children and women. Because our society demand the women not to be submissive, but to be respectful. But other people, in fact, in the countryside, which where I'm coming from, total, they carry further and they become submissive instead of respectful. So some people grew up watching the kinds of behavior in a town where women were just there to make fun. This is what I got. I'm going to go deeper here tonight. This is just ridiculous. Women, I'll give my own town, and say whatever you want to say. They have a season. People, the men go and brush the farm. The men go and cut the tree and burn the farm. That's it. The rest of it, until the rice is cut and stacked up in the village hut, it's women's job. What do they do? They go under the flower tree and play Lulu. The women, this is what they do. They have kids. Okay? After that, I'm not talking about Monrovia, so don't give me civilized woman stuff. I'm talking about country, my area of expertise. Because I'm a countryman, so I'm expert in that area. Okay, so what do? They have kids, and I'm talking about my own mom. I'm not pulling that one up. They have kids. Okay? So what do the men do? They tell the women, I like that girl. Can you go and ask that girl so I can marry her? And the women, respectful, once again, agree. Okay, my husband like this woman. Let me go talk to them. Then sometimes they go talk to the woman. the woman come and marry to the man. Sometimes some of them can go and marry 4, 5, 6 wives. So the man after doing this, he sit down. The women go have kids. They go on the farm, after burning, they cut some stuff up, some steaks and what have you, and make the wood. Then I'm talking about days work. They have the kids on their back. And some of us, Samson told, it's a mountain. Sometimes when I sit down, I'm driving, I think, and Mother Day just happened. When I think about my mom, sometimes I just cry. Because for the woman to go through what she went through, for me, and I never appreciate that until when I was much older. And so when I brought her to America, I was worshiping her. No fly can touch her. Because I realized that without her, I won't be here. So let's go back. Let's go back. And this is very much touching because Mother Day just happened yesterday. Okay? But let's look at it. So she goes. She had baby on her back, holding people that Samson told her go on the farm. And Samson told Dad playing with his stick, playing with that thing, holding here, and she's telling you, wasting my time. I have to go and start planting the rice, that is. So she goes out, plant the rice. The baby crying. She come and try to breastfeed the baby. In the meantime, she's cooking. Yes. So the Lebanese people, they watch these things. They think. So the woman cooking for the man in town that playing Ludo, my people. So the man can eat. She's cooking, doing the stuff. Okay. You say, well, maybe my part, that's good for you. Okay, but I know many of those things happen in Town Town. Okay. So she coming home in the afternoon. The rice on her head, over the wood. She comes and put the fire on and put the water on for the man to take bath. In one day turn. So these foreigners, the Lebanese, that perhaps worships their wives and stuff like that, they see, their kids see the way we treat our own moms, wives, sister. They think it's something that they can just do. And furthermore, they think it's a law. They can do it. They can buy the law. So they can do just about anything they want to do. To us. To us. There are more that is happening in Liberia. What the Lebanese people continue to do to that country. In fact, I will go ahead and accuse them. Now, I don't have no proof, mind you now, but I'll still open my big mouth, of being responsible for Liberia falling behind. Yes, I say so. Go on Facebook and dispute me. Do whatever you want to do. But the way we treat our women, and God forbid, don't let some of us get the 2 master's degree. Oh my God. You can't talk to you because you're a woman. What are you talking to me for? But these Lebanese people see these kinds of behavior in us. What happened during the war? I'm going to go back there. I'm going to go deeper, folks. I have no other choice than to go to these kinds of stuff. There were stories about people, how they treat pregnant women. I don't need to narrate that part here. But the way they behave during the war towards the people that have no gun, defenseless women and children. The Lebanese people were there in Liberia. They saw it. And we leave from here. Some of us leave from here, go to Liberia. Then you want to have 4, 5, 6 girlfriends. They see this thing. You yourself, you're not showing respect to your own sisters. How the heck do you expect a Lebanese man that perhaps he get money tomorrow, he can go back to Beirut to respect your people? He doesn't live there. So what do? How these things get resolved? And I bet you that restaurant they closed, they will open it again. And these people are going to behave like that. But what they're not counting on, that I'm talking right now and smiling, is the sophisticated level, the sophistication of our brothers, our sisters. Their level of sophistication among them is higher. They're not Samson to, Merito, Khan, Branto say, I say, what my water? Merito, I say, what my water? Dana eo, the women nowadays, you tell them what my food, they tell you, say, I work 8 hours, you work 8 hours. If I'm tired, do it. You're hungry, find it. In fact, let's go out and go eat. I will buy. Folks, so with these kinds of sophisticated women, you expect to push them around? I don't think so. On a very serious note, so when you push these women around, they will push back. I'll give you another story. Quite recently, there was an incident in Monrovia between Mary Bra and I think between the Senate or the representative and wanted to put her in jail. The women came rallying around her at the prison. They say, no, Mary Bra going to no jail, infested disease place, and you're going to put a woman, all the rape place and stuff, and you're going to throw a woman. No woman going to jail here today. And you women got Mary Bra out of the system. Am I making it up? You can't push Liberian women around any longer. If you practice it as a young man, I warn you right now, you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer. The first thing you start pushing the Liberian woman, you will be sleeping with your arms between your legs. Because none of them will want to be bothered with you. What is this? What do you think these ladies are? They are women. Sophisticated, educated. You can't push them around. Folks, Samson told, I'm running my mouth tonight because I thought it's very important on a very serious note. If we don't take care of ourselves, this is just minor stuff though. This is one of the reasons why some of us consider ourselves progressive. I can be citizen of America. Nobody will question my color or what have you. But in Liberia, I feel for the brothers and sisters on the Lebanese and the Indians who want to be citizens. But look what these people are doing. You're not citizen yet. Look at these kinds of stuff. If you go to Beirut as a Liberian and you say no, they will burn your store down, you think Hezbollah will cut your head off. What made you crazy? You come in this country and come rude there? You stupid? That's the first question. But that's not us. That's not us. In fact, if they decide to prosecute these people for civil rights violation, guess who they're going to go get? Vani Sharma, Senator Vani Sharma, because he's one of the best lawyers in Liberia. And he will come and proudly defend those people's behavior. Because they're going to pay him. Okay? There must be certain situation in Liberia where we, lawyer or no lawyer, to say enough is enough. And you people always call me when I'm onshore. Man, I beg you, you don't disturb me. Right now, right now. Okay? So, I'm falling now. Okay. So, I'm just telling you what it is. These are kinds of stuff that we have to be guided against. As Liberians, we don't hate white people or anything like that. But it's like some of the things our brothers and sisters are afraid of. The plebeians, people like me, don't have money to defend themselves. And I bet you, like I said, if these people go to court, if the government of the Republic of Liberia decide to prosecute these people for civil rights violation, they will have to hire the best lawyer. A lawyer who also happen to be a Liberian. A lawyer who is so ingrained into the culture will come and defend these people. But that's what we do. So I will, this time around, I'm not going to be here long. I will open the line up, but before I open the line, let me do one or two things. Like I said, we have strangers among us. Crow Rumi and Blaze Mali, they're here, and they're going to be playing in the Midwest, very shortly. So let me now play a video that I included from Mr. So yesterday, and I think you will enjoy this video. So just stay with me. This is Claude Remy. Now first is Blaze Mali's. And these guys, let me tell you a little bit about these guys. When I was in Ohio, going to school, working, so a friend of mine, Isaac Soba, don't ask me who Isaac Soba. Isaac Soba? Yeah, I don't even want to talk about Isaac Soba. But anyway, no, he's a very good friend of mine. He gave me a cassette. He said, "My man, you might want to enjoy this." By that time, he went home and came back. He said, "You might want to enjoy this music." So I put it on in my car going to work. And I was doing survey way up in the forest. No car road except this other car. Except this little road. So I put these people music on. And they started singing in my dialect. I started blasting the hills of Ohio. I started blasting. People, a few minutes later, a guy came up to me and said, "What is the music playing?" I said, "Right, it's African music." So let's listen. These people have done wonderful things for us. Sometimes those of us that were going to school, married with kids and things like that, these are the kinds of music that kept us grounded, let's put it that way. Because when you listen to music like that, every time the message into the music, it means a lot. And it make you feel, well, I'm not somebody that was born in Town. Born in Monrovia. I was born in Town. I need to do more. If I'm flunking out in this test, it's not a right thing. I got to study hard. And these people really, really help us out, some of us. So let me play then. This is the first person you're going to see here is Mali's. And I'm going to be dancing as well, except you're not going to be able to see me. Let's see.
Son 5e album, une œuvre conçue pour réjouir. Voici Blé Marius.
Ça va, oh, ça va.
Bon, y était, man.
Ça va, n'y a pas de nouveau. Avant tous les témoins, ça va, ça va, n'y a pas de nouveau. Avant tous les témoins, ça va, moi, bon, ça va. Seigneur des Bakoubi, à Fizo, le club cher, à Pénarus. Sabani et Niana de Nougabo, avant tout le pébou et à Sabapo. Diano Nestor, Résistant, Maxime, l'homme a tout fait du super Wassiato.
Soutenir quelqu'un qui vous adore, quelqu'un qu'on est obligé d'appeler lorsqu'on parle de musique.
That was Blame Malice. Now comes Crow Remain.
Donc de l'ouest de la Côte d'Ivoire, musique des montagnes. Amis téléspectateurs, il s'appelle Claude Romy.
Yo, your way.
Son 5e album, une œuvre conçue pour réjouir. Voici.
Again, folks, Samson told LIBERIA Radio. That's Claude Remy, Bliss Mali first, Crow remains second. And these two gentlemen are just about ready to demonstrate their talents. Please, we ask you to go to the Midwest. And we're hoping to have them here on LIBERIA Public Radio. Hopefully, they will tell us more. Some of the things we're trying to do is to have them on live, so that perhaps you will see them. But the fact that the distance is just a difficult thing to do sometimes. But we ask you to go, if you can, reach out to the organizer, and then they will be able to tell you more. But keep looking for the flyer. They will be sending out the flyer very shortly, if it's not already up. But these guys are just spectacular to watch. If you watch these two people performing, what you just saw here is just a little bit. It's not even that much, because these people will actually blow you away. They can perform. And the thing about it, these people have been singing for a very long time. It's fine. For example, Clay Romeo started singing when you were singing teen, so he knows the music. He has his own jazz band. Tu connais pas français? Yeah, moi. Tu connais pas français? Samson too. I'm just being wild this afternoon, folks. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to be able to have our own people from time to time, and then show you what it is that people need to do. Because the point here is this. When you have these kinds of traditional music, they play music in Ivorian language, which is French most of the time, or sometimes they sing into our own dialect. They're very nice. They're very nice. As I told you before, these things tend to ground you to your own self. In other words, because the lyrics of these music, they're deeper than just telling you, getting you happy and singing and what have you and dancing. Because they tell you stories. These are all storytellers. Now I'm going to go into crown a little bit so that at least they will know what I'm saying. Why not? Samson told you back. Oh, you can speak crown? Of course. I'm probably doing that. Say that. I'm probably doing. Say you go. Number one. So I'm happy to Crow Remy update do it la bonsi a Montero ya kire do it la with go ya in driving a short boy when point on. I tell you, in point on kind of susin Kenya. No, you did do ya in your kai. Isige ba we ye wulu kwa jampo no ka fi. I says this, and I say, God, you found it. Come, what do that on you, Lord? Saying one was a way. Now, what I clone Bama. This is kind of poor. Ejan, my sit on Kenya or Gaga, kid. But that's that card. They're very nice people. They're very nice, but they're up to earth, they're down to earth. U Senor, unu star. Blame your clack. I come back I call it the late Michael Jackson be apple. Ya posga we ye no kaka wuri ateto. I say oh gone one blame your clack. I'm about TV be care. I'm bluffy. That's who they are. And Clo get banike mon ruawo mon ven ak mba fla kudu pa onyo nyinkira na po kero wan dem le wati ven aki kawada ven aki mojio you're welcome. Says it then what you were right there. But anyway, we're hoping that you Mamuno Alfonso has spoken well, because he said he speaks French. I can't wait. When was the last time that you heard Alfonso so speaking French? I can't wait. Moi, c'est qu'on n'est pas français là-bas. I said, no, I'm not flaku. But anyway, those of you that are listening, I just talked to my brothers and sisters. Folks, we're having fun here. But let's go back to my subject matter, and I'll open the lineup. Please, let's be respectful. I know the anger is there, but let's try our best to contain ourselves and speak and talk as intelligent people. Okay? Because whatever we discuss here, cussing each other is not going to help us out. We need to have a thoughtful conversation about these kinds of stuff. Because I think we have an age now where at least we should be able to handle our own. Folks, Samson told, let me open the line. Give me a call. Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio, welcome. I'm not going to be here for long. Samson told, yes, the number was 916-533-2048. Give me a call. Okay. Before you call me, Masura Gisi, good evening, my brother. I'm sorry. I had it written down here as being my opening, but I was so excited about what was happening in Liberia that I just skipped my mind. And I should have it in my coat pocket, and maybe I think it will. But anyway, Masura, you know who's asking it. And my man, we're all praying for you. You'll be okay. Your audience miss you, and please get back and start doing your thing. Well, I like to see the Mazura dance. I can't do the Mazura dance. I like to see the Mazura dance. So, and I'm not alone. A lot of people like to see the Mazura dance. So please do all you can. We'll continue to pray for you. You'll be well very shortly. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay. All right. Why Freeman want me to speak English? My man, I ask you to born Morel. It's like I'm related to the boy. It's not told me. I only am by a kurupo. Like kurupo. It's a kurupo. But I need a way. We're going to say kurupo. I'm on no man. I beg you, man. But anyway, why do you demanding that I speak English? For what reason? This don't do that. Don't do that. I told you excuse before I went into my dialect. I didn't just get up and start speaking my dialect. So please respect this show. Give me a call. 916-533-2048. Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio. I'm on it again this afternoon. Very shortly here we're going to be excusing ourselves. So getting back to the subject matter before we close, folks, it's very important. Very important. Give me a call. It's very important that these kinds of things, I didn't just get up and start opening my mouth. I gave you a little history. Now, please do yourself a favor. Do a little research. I'm sure maybe these things, because I'm not the only person that have talked about these things before. So I'm sure you'll be able to read about these kinds of stuff. All right? So give me a call. If not, I talk and I'll be quiet and I'll be gone. Yeah, welcome, my brother. All of you that are watching, we say thank you very much. We appreciate. Please don't hesitate to call us. And I'm sorry that I'm not doing how do you call it, raw way tonight, because I thought the subject matter at hand is very important. Hopefully we'll be able to have people to understand the importance of respecting our women. Yes. Yes. Some of us are not down and holy today. Okay? Some of us used to be bad. Okay? So these things, when we talk about these things, sometimes they bring up emotions. I have daughters. I have 2 daughters. Okay? I have sisters. Of course, my mom is gone now. But I still have aunties all over. Okay? The story I just told you about what happened in Totan is not unique to Totan. It's all over the country. So some of us grew up with watch those kinds of behavior. It might not be in your own household, but definitely it's happening in your community. So when it left with you as a man, what makes you a man? My opinion. I'm not God to define you as a man. My opinion. I'm not God to define you as man. So accept my opinion, please. As a man, there are things you do that normally you don't want to do. But then you say, you know what? I'll accept it. Okay? That's what makes you a man. As a man, you leave. Think about it. You get out in the morning and go to work. Okay? The lady herself gets up in the morning and goes to work. Okay? Or get up at night and go to work. Both of you are trying to make it together to take care of kids. She's not your slave. Some of us happy and lucky to marry to women who can't talk. Not that they don't know how to talk, but they just don't like confusion. And other people take advantage of that. Okay? They just don't respect the ladies. And that's not right. Think about it. What if it was your sister? I'll give you the story. And I bet you my sister is watching right now, which I think she is, because I just saw her. She'll get upset with me. But that's okay. I have to tell this story. So in Monrovia, my little brother was in the army. I was pretty much working for Minister of Education. Believe I was conquered man. My behavior was not from total anymore. So I because I used to dress zooped up. Go to EJ Raw. Go to LU campus when the people. I was not attending LU, mind you. But when the young people having debate, Samson too is there. When there's a code section involving progressive, I'm there. You know those days they used to carry those black plastic handbag. You gotta you zip it up like this and you put it under your arm. That make you the most educated. Yeah, Liberia. Oh my goodness. By the way, so I was living on Camp Johnson Road. My brother was living in Barris. My sister, ex-husband, they were living together. Before the man came, he wanted my sister, so he came to me because we know each other. His name was Matthew. I think he's dead now. But anyway, he came to me and said, I want your sister. I said, okay. If she wants you, that's fine. But what you don't need to do is to put your hand on her because it won't sit well. I'm not the only brother. So I know I'm not going to do anything. So my sister was with my brother in the barracks. So he went over there, started having conversation with her. Everything went well. The woman said she wanted a man. The man said, so my brother, they came over to my place. So we have a conversation, same conversation. Don't touch, don't put your hand on her. I'm not the only brother. So my brother told him, don't touch my sister. If anything, you pay money for her. So anything, just let me know. If your mom, to come get my sister, I will come get it. I said, okay. They went 2 years or so into their marriage. One morning, my sister came crying. One Saturday morning, okay, just crying to me. So I said, what happened? Oh, Matthew beat me up. I mean, the knot on her face. So at first, my total said, got in me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to go to the Matthew and the same mark on my sister. I'll put it on. Then I started thinking, these people were in love. Who am I to get involved? I can tell the man that's not right. And perhaps find out from my sister if he still wanted me. If so, let them go back together but try to settle the issue. So the first statement from me was, I told my sister, you know what? These things happen. She said, what? You said anything happened? She took her, she was crying, or she stopped crying, took her lap up, put it on, went straight to the barracks. Told my brother. Wrong idea. My brother went collected 3 other Crown boys about the same age. I left on Camp Johnson Road, going across the bridge. Okay, you would think, say, they would try to stop by my place as an older brother so that I can talk to them and see. No. Look, they went. The next thing, 2 hours later, Matthew coming to my house running, clothes torn off. They whooping so bad. Okay? So I said, what? He explained. I said, okay, sorry. I gave him some money to go and get some injection. Because they didn't play with him. The Crown boys didn't play with him. How the heck you would beat somebody's sister and she got mark on her face? Okay? That's not what you do. You don't put your hand on woman. No way. No way. All right? Well, the end story was Matthew, after getting treatment, he said, oh, your brother gave me money. I got myself a treatment. Let's go back. My sister said, no, The next time, I don't want you breaking my teeth. And that was the end between them. Okay? There are some of us that will look at these things from a different perspective. But there are other brothers, if you touch their sister, they're coming. They're not wasting time. Women are not to be abused. But some of them will. You know who I am? You know who I am? You talk to me just now. Then you say, okay, mommy, where you want? That's okay. That's what makes you a man. The ability to be patient. Because some of these women, when you even having conversation with them, you find out, okay, how do I approach this conversation without she feeling insulted? Because your argument with her will be different than the way you will argue with your friend man. Okay? And that's how it's supposed to be. Think about it. Now I'm going to close after this. But think about it seriously. Think about it. Somebody carry you for 9 months inside their stomach. You swallow 2 bowls of fufu, you want to go caca right away. And you 2 bowls of fufu, you swallow it, you can't even walk. You're some kind of snake now swallow everything. And just think, they carried a baby in there for 9 months. Most of them. And not only that, they eat for 2. Some of the ladies, you meet them, beautiful, skinny. They get pregnant. By the time they get baby, their body feeling blowing up. They have to work to calm down. And these are the people you want to abuse? And you call yourself man? What kind of business is that? Why? You want to abuse somebody? Come abuse me. I don't care. But don't abuse the women in our community. Those kinds of behavior should not be tolerated. Any man, your friend calls a woman, you tell a man, when you do that again, you must say, we're not going to be friends again. Because there's no reason to behave like that. There's none whatsoever in a society. Then you say, but look at Donald Trump. But look how much problem Donald Trump is having. Since he became president, when was the last time that they didn't hear Donald Trump's name? Women are not to be messed with. Even if they get you upset, you have a choice. Walk away. Walk away. It doesn't matter what. Walk away. And sometimes some of them. Sometimes some of them, they will do some stuff. A friend of mine, now he's represented now in LIBERIA. I'm not going to call his name because his family are still here. So a very good friend of mine, very close. So I was to his house one afternoon, and he and his wife got in an argument. And the woman, rough lady, but she's a very nice lady. She's my sister. I call her. So she hit the guy in the head. Boom! The guy said, "Oh, you gonna kill me?" Oh. I said, "Don't do anything." Let's get in the car. Took him in the car. We drove around. At that time, he was cussing all in the car. I said, okay. So when he started calming down, he told me this. He said, "Samson, you know what?" I said, "No." He said, "I'm not begging you, but this is what I'm going to do. Because in a country, when you put your hand on a woman, they put you to jail. This is what I will flock her, but I will not flock her right now." I said, what? I said, what will happen? True story. God is in heaven. He said, "I will fool her one day." I said, "Baby, let's go for vacation in Europe." So we'll go for Paris. She and myself will go to Paris. I said, "Baby, but since we're here now, why can't we just reach to Maria?" Then we'll go to Maria. And I said, "Oh, but baby, my father got a farm way in Cleasland," he says. I said, "Baby, but why we can't go and do the tree over there? Let's go look at." We get to Cleasland. I will flock her. So when I went home recently, he came to meet me, and he's the representative, big shot. You don't meet me. So I said, you still waiting? When you gonna flog us? He said, man, you better start out. But no, on a very serious note, sometimes the things will happen, but the ability to control your emotion is the difference. Samson told folks, I'm gonna be out of here. It's been a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Those of you that are listening and haven't called, that's fine. We say thank you as well. Uh, Basically, I just thought that I try to say these things tonight because they're very important to me. That is, I don't know about you, but these are very important subject matter. So I'll get off now, and I'll say thank you very much. It's been a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Let's tune in tomorrow. Mr. Soul will be on here, and he will give you real politics discussion. And yeah, you will be amazed. Tune in tomorrow and you will enjoy it as well. Again, this is Samson to LIBERIA Radio. I'm here having fun, and I want to thank all of you that been tuning in. Say thank you very much. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing to have you around as our brothers and sisters. Thank you, Samson to LIBERIA Radio. Good night, folks.
Nakoti na sine pala jume, nakoti na raki, nakoti na sine pala se, nakoti na pelevi, naleki na tipekae, nakoti na ende twae. Adeito, mon amour. Hey, hey, mon ama, mama. Nabani na fwara fikine. Nakoti na sine pala jume, nakoti na raki. Nakoti na sine palase, nakoti na pelevi, naleki na tipekae, nakoti na ende twae. Adeito, mon amour. Hey, hey, mon ama, mama, mon ama. Hey, hey, mon ama. Sambe adeito, nalingi o mama adeito. Hey, hey, mon ama. Mama adeito, naponi o mama adeito. Hey, hey, mon ama. Janine amelo, nalingi o mama amelo. Hey, hey, mon ama. Elongi na yo ekati me monte manga na kolela. Hey, hey, mon ama. Loposo na yo esilisinga mayalenga na kolela. Hey, hey, mon ama. Sambe adeito, nalingi o mama adeito. Hey, hey, mon ama. Sambe adeito, naponi o mama adeito. Hey, hey, mon ama. Janine amelo, nalingi o mama adeito. Hey, hey, mon ama.
All right, I'm good. Me, Samson Talk. We're all here. Thank you very much. Very much. Donald Trump.
mon amant. Hey, hey, mon amant. Hey, hey, mon amant.
Ateito, ateito, ateito. Nalukio na kati ya Kinshasa mobimba mama e. Na badi na foire fikine. Na koti na sine paladume, na koti na raki. Na koti na sine palase, na koti na belevi. Na leki na tipekae, na koti na endetwae. Ateito, 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 ateito mon amour. Hey, hey, mon amant, maman, mon amant.
Hey, hey, mon amant.
Sambe aneito, nalingio mama aneito.
Hey, hey, mon amant.
Mama aneito, naponio mama aneito.
Hey, hey, mon amant.
Janine amelo, nalingio mama amelo.
Hey, hey, mon amant.
Elongi na yo ekati me monte manga na kolela.
Hey, hey, mon amant.
Loposo na yo esili